I'm so sorry, guys. It all fucked up. It froze, and that was it. Here, I'm going to try to fix this right now, so it's straightened out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I apologize. I'm sorry. Got messed up. That's what happened. So fucking stupid, ridiculous shit. So, yes, I'm back. I'm sorry. The gosh darn thing got messed up. Don't ask how, what happened. I don't know. I had 31 people watching, and then I went, oh, what the hell? Yes, I'm back. So, so sorry. But I was trying to move the gosh darn camera closer so that, it didn't look like I was a million miles away. Because it's like I just feel. Sam, what are you up to? I guess honestly, I can't get any closer. Really, I really can't. We're back. Hey, yes, I'm back. I'm sorry. Yes, I made it back, surely. It's just the gosh darn, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. And the kicker is, well, that thing frozen. The gosh darn bell goes off. I'm like, how funny is that shit? Bell goes off when no one can see it, of course. Well, thank you, Spirits. Hey, Spirits, since we're back on live, and now I know you know it's live, and you can be, I'll move this over this way so you can see. There's the bell, and there's the ball. You can't see the ball? No, you really can't see the ball, can you? There. Whoops. Here, let's see if I put the ball. That's me lighting the ball. Can I put the ball there? Oh, shit. Yeah, I can put it there. It just won't stay there. Let's see. Right there. You got the ball. That me, I touched the ball, so you can see the ball on the bell. Sam, they want to see you on camera. Get the hell over here. Yeah, I know I got frozen. Domino's over there on the. She's on one of the chairs in the dining room, as a matter of fact. There's a spot of snow. There's nothing. I don't know. There's nothing in the fireplace today. This little tiny face with long hair. How cool. Take two. I like that. Christina, nice to see you, Christina. Hey, Ren. Well, you guys there are more people that were on now that weren't on before that are there. So I was going to read this. I was about to read a story. Story called Alligators. See, I figured you might as well use that southern type of an accent to do this. Yes, I changed the accent because I figured when we dropped the feed, I dropped that accent that went out the window. So I figured I'd use this one now to read this story called Alligators. Where's Reg? Reg is over there. We took a nice walk today up in the hills. It's really cool up here in Beverly Hills. Hanging out here. I'm visiting from Louisiana. So Shreveport, as a matter of fact, little parish outside of Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah. So took the dog for a walk. He had a good time there. He was really happy about it. My God, I'm getting a little parched there. Got that little sip of super. Hey there, Virginia. How are you? Hey, LV. How are you, Soul Searchers? You should move the ball to the table behind you. Oh, that's a hell of an idea. Jesus H. Christ. For Las Vegas Soul Searchers, thank you very much for that bit of advice. Mad Scientist Jackie? No, it's my doctor's Jackie. See, it says, you can't see that. Yes, you can. See, that says Doctor. There you go. Dr. O. That's right. It's for me, Dr. O. Christina says, Jesus Christ. Where's my friend Dana? Dana, are you out there? Jesus Christ. Ghost Squad on story is good. Even better than the southern. Well, the southern accent is because we're talking about gators. I think it's going to be talking about alligators. Might as well have the southern accent. I like to have a basket of fried freaking chicken too, as a matter of fact. It's like be tasty as hell. But I'm going to take Las Vegas Soul Searchers' advice. I'm going to put the ball stays there, and the ball. Don't you give me no lip, boy. I don't want that red like you think you're the police in my hand. See that? Red and blue scare the shit out of me quick as hell. No, I'm not fucking taking any gosh darn bribes, and I ain't making no goddamn shine right now, so get off my ass. Might be taking a few gators illegally, but that's about it. But let's not let them know about that. You hear me there, Mr. PD Popo? That's right, PD Popo. Oh, there you go again with those goddamn blue and the red, blue and the red, blue and the red. Right back, I see him behind my eyes. Maybe more like in the goddamn rear of the car. All right, let's put this where, right? You got to be able to see this somewhere. How about right? No, you can't right there. So if it goes off, wait, you're going to have a head sitting. Now, you're going to move this out of the way right now. Quickly do that for my safety. Now, you're going to have your head sitting there somewhere. She said, how about putting it on top of this? Oh, maybe not. Son of a bitch. God damn. Put this. I got an idea. Got this son of a gun right here. Here you go. Let's see. All right. Put it here. Now we put it. Stop going off. Put that right there. So that bugger, stop moving anymore, son of a goddamn bitch. I say, I just did it. I think I broke it. Did I break it? Nope, didn't break it. Good thing for that. You get your stinking whole head out there. Stop being a pain in the ass. Can you see that? Kind of, sort of, huh? Bring it over here. Bring it over here. All right, we bring it over here. That way you won't be missing it because I'll have my head here. All right, you good? You're good. It's all right. Okay, good. That's good. All right, here we go. All right, so Merlino's there. Hey, Dana's back. I told you she'd figure it out. She's a smart one. Yeah, I will. Police in my hand. Yeah, that's right. Police in my hand. He's cracking up. Well, bless your heart. Well, bless your heart too, sweetie. I know what the hell that means. Southerners inside joke there. There it is. You are good. Audra said, that's good. Mr. OBGYN. 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 What's an obgyn? Help. Is there a doctor in the house? Says Ren. That's delicious. Natalie. Oh, Dr. David in the white coat, Natalie Angelo says. Is that one of our favorite? I was just trying to think there. Who always writes in a, well, no. Natalie's smart enough to know the better. All right. Let's sit back and enjoy a little story called Alligators. You all ready? And while I'm reading this, getting on the gosh darn keyboard and start pounding away because it distracts me. And if I'm distracted, I'm going to be taken off the page of reading because I'm going to be sitting oh shit, just like that. Virginia risotto. Hey, it makes me really hungry. I'd like some risotto. As a matter of fact, I'm a fan of that stuff. All right, ready? You guys ready? Sit your tails down and make sure your hands are under your laps. So you ain't going to be interrupting me at all while I'm reading this story. I don't think the spirits would appreciate it. No, we will. All right. Are you all quit biting? You guys done right? All right, here we go. A young woman in the town married a man from another part of the country. He was a nice fellow, and they got along pretty well together. There was only one problem. Every night he'd go swimming in the river. Sometimes he would be gone all night long, and she would complain about how lonely she was. You just can't quit, man. You just can't leave it alone. Just stop typing. Because I ain't going to ask, because I'm going to read this thing all the way through, and I'm not going to answer any questions of it. The couple had 2 young sons. As soon as the boys could walk, their father began to teach them how to swim. And when they got old enough, he took them swimming in the river at night. Often they would stay there all night long, and the young woman would stay home all by herself. After a while, she began to act in a strange After a while, she began to act in a strange way. At least that's what happened, what the neighbors said. She told them that her husband was turning into an alligator and that he was trying to turn the boys into alligators. Everybody told her there was nothing wrong with the man taking his son swimming. That was a natural thing to do. And when it came to the alligators, well, there just weren't any nearby. Everybody knew that. Early one morning, the young woman came running into town from the direction of the river. She was soaking wet. She said a big alligator and two little alligators had pulled her in and had tried to get her to eat a raw fish. She was soaking wet. She said a big alligator and two little alligators had pulled her in and had tried to get her to eat a raw fish. I read that right the first time. They were her husband and her son, she said, and they wanted her to live with them, but they had gotten away. Her doctor decided that she had lost her mind, and he had put her in the hospital for a while. After that, nobody saw her husband and the boys again. They just disappeared. But now and then, a fisherman would tell us about seeing alligators in the river at night. Usually it was a big alligator and two small ones. But people said they were just making it up. Everybody knows there ain't no alligators in here. All right, let's see what the hell you've been writing about. Ring the bell, please, Mike. Mike asks you guys. You know Mike. Yeah, that Mike. Yeah, Mike. They say hi, Mike. Oh, what do you freaking know? Thank you. You remember Mike, don't you? He was the guy who was here. It's been a while since Mike's been here, but you remember Mike. He was a nice guy. Say this, hellfire in your southern accent. Say this, will hellfire in your southern accent. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Show the picture. The picture? The drawing. Oh, the drawing. All right, I'll show you the drawing. Hi, LA vlogs. What's not fair? Dana, what's not fair? I'm going to have to get a bell from my spirit guides as they come. I'm telling you, this is a hoot. Can I get you guys to communicate with the toy bell there? You know, that stuff we're talking about. Ray, I'm going to feed you at 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, sweet pea. I know. Well, like I was saying, it's just one of those things I have to. No, the bell didn't ring for you, Dana, but I'll ring your bell, Dana. Mike, it's the second time it's gone off in the past 40 minutes, okay? I think they know who you are. They wanted to say hello. I know it was short. I don't write these stories. I just read them, kid. Remember that. Ooh, here's a good one. This is another short one. All right, but let's read it anyways. A room for one more. A man named Joseph Blackwell came to Philadelphia on a business trip. He stayed with friends in a big house they owned outside the city. That night, they had a good time visiting, but when Blackwell went to bed, he tossed and turned and couldn't sleep. Sometime during the night, he heard a car turn into a driveway. He then went to the window to see who was arriving at such a late hour. In the moonlight, he saw a long black hearse filled with people. Oh, we had this. We already read this. I'm sorry. God. Terrible. You want me to finish it? All right, fine. I'll finish it. Sometime during the night, he heard a car turn into the driveway. He went to the window to see who was arriving at such a late hour. In the moonlight, he saw a long black hearse filled with people. The driver went to the hearse. The driver of the hearse looked up at him. When Blackwell saw his queer, hideous face, he shuddered. The driver called to him, "There's room for one more." Then he waited for a minute or two, and then he drove off. In the morning, Blackwell told his friends what had happened. "You were dreaming," they said. "It must have been," he said. But it didn't seem like a dream." After breakfast, he went into Philadelphia. He spent the day high above the city in one of the new office buildings there. Late in the afternoon, he was waiting for the elevator to take him back down to the street. But when it arrived, it was crowded. One of the passengers looked out and called to him, "There's room for one more." He said it was the driver of the hearse. "No thanks," said Blackwell. "I'll get the next one." The door closed and the elevator started down. There was shrieking and screaming, and then there was a sound of a crash. The elevator had just fallen at the bottom of the shaft. Everyone on board was killed. I guess there was room for one more, but he wasn't that one. And that was short. I'll ring the bell. Mike Fiona says car. Mike says bell. Natalie says, "Oh, can the spirit name anyone here?" Rosalina, what do you mean? What's this one? Wendigo. Sam! She's not coming. I'll tell you what else has been happening all day today. My kitchen cabinets will be closed. Then I walk in and a couple of them are open. And it's always been a pet peeve of mine. Dana, I got news for you. It's probably a couple of my spirits coming to visit you. There's Samantha. Sammy, come here. I think she's... There's room for tons more. I'm glad you like that. That was very funny. Why would they want to visit you? Because it's probably Jay. Jay's probably there because he's a horny old ghost. That's why. Jay, you visiting Dana? Did you guys just hear that sound? I did. Wasn't from the aquarium, wasn't from this side, it was from this side. Jay. I don't know. I don't know what it was, Dan. It was something loud enough. Here, the Wendigo. The Wendigo. Sammy, come on. It's not Cam, it's Dana. There's Mike. That was interesting. Do you hear that? That was kind of weak, though. Did you charge the battery up on that? That was the bell going off right there. Hey, is the thing gone off? Or am I standing? Am I in the wrong direction? Where's that stupid ball? The ball's right here. My ball's right here over this shoulder. Yeah, the bell went off by itself. All right. A wealthy man wanted to go hunting in a part of northern Canada where few people had ever hunted. He traveled to a trading post and tried to find a guide to take him, but no one would do it. It was too dangerous, they said. Finally, he found an Indian who needed money badly, and he agreed to take him. The Indian's name was Defago. They made camp in a snow area near a large frozen lake. For 3 days they hunted, but they had nothing to show for it. The third night a windstorm came up, and they lay in their tents listening to the wind howling and the trees whipping back and forth. Sam? Just did it again. My daughter's always been scared of the poster. My poster, Dana? That's amazing. Spirits, are you fucking around with Dana? You're attached to the freaking who the hell's attached to my poster that I sent to her? Send them the fuck back. They're not supposed to go anywhere. Not supposed to go tagging along with a poster I send off, including the books. My God. She's scared of my poster? Wow. Hey, Joy and Joey. Your bell's been going off, Joy. Just like no. So let's get back to the story. To see the storm better, the hunter opened a tent flap. What he saw startled him. There wasn't a breath of air stirring, and yet the trees were standing perfectly still, yet he could hear the wind howling. And the more he listened, the more he heard the sound as if it was calling Defago's name. Defagio, it called. Defagio. I must be losing my mind, the hunter thought. Thank you. See, Joy? They like that thing. But Defago had gotten out of his sleeping bag, and he was huddled in the corner of the tent. He heard it and buried his arms. He buried his head in his arms. What's that all about? The hunter asked. It's nothing, Defago said. But the wind continued to call him, and Defago became more tense and more restless. Defago. It's called Defago. Suddenly jumped to his feet, and he began to run from the tent. But the hunter grabbed him and wrestled him to the ground. You can't leave me out here, the hunter shouted. Then the wind called again. Defago broke loose and ran into the darkness. The hunter could hear him screaming as he went. Again and again he cried, oh my fiery feet, my burning feet of fire. Then his voice faded away and the wind died down. At daybreak, the hunter followed Defago's tracks into the snow and then went through the woods down towards the lake and then down onto the ice. But soon he noticed something strange. The steps Defago had taken got longer and longer. They were so long, no human could have taken them. Could have taken them. It was as if something had helped him to hurry away. The hunter followed the tracks out to the middle of the lake, but there they disappeared. At first he thought Defago had fallen through the ice, but there wasn't any sign of a hole. Then he thought that something had pulled him off the ice and into the sky, but that made no sense. As he stood wondering what had happened, the wind picked up again. Soon it was howling as it had been the night before. Then he heard Defago's voice. It was coming from up above. And again he heard Defago screaming, "My fiery feet! My burning feet!" But there was nothing to be seen. Now the hunter wanted to leave that place as fast as he could. He went back to the camp and packed. Then he left some food for Defago, and he started out. Weeks later, he reached civilization. The following year, he went back to hunt in that area again. He went to the same trading post to look for a guide. The people there could not explain what had happened to Defago that night, but they had not seen him since then. Maybe it was the Wendigo, one of them said, and he laughed. Isn't it supposed to come up with the wind? It drags you along at great speed until your feet are burned away, and more of you than that. Then it carries you into the sky and it drops you. It's just a crazy story, but that's what some of the Indians say. A few days later, the hunter was at the trading post again. An Indian came in and sat by the fire. He had a blanket wrapped around him. He wore his hat so that you couldn't see his face. The hunter thought there was something familiar about him. He walked over and he asked, "Are you Defago?" The Indian didn't answer. "Do you know anything about him?" No answer. He began to wonder if something was wrong with the man and needed help, but he couldn't see his face. "Are you all right?" he asked. No answer. To get a look at him, he lifted the Indian's hat. Then he screamed. There was nothing under the hat but a pile of ashes. That was a good one. And you've been really nice, too. Thank you. You're giving suspense down to your story. Thanks, Joy. I appreciate that. Yes, Dana, the bell is going nuts. Thank you, spirits. I found a channel with your name. Subscribe to it. What channel was that? That you're talking about, Annie? Joy and Joey, say hello, spirits. If they want to go for a trip, I don't know if they're giving suspense. Sounds the story. It's windy here. That's probably going to be about 44, 45 degrees here. Well, I kind of like that. Yeah, it's pretty windy up. It's not windy tonight, thank God. I appreciate that thoughts, Annie. That was a good story. I like that. Smart move, Jill. I'll be under the covers with Reggie tonight. He keeps me warm. He's a good, bed warmer to say the least. That was a fun one. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. So, 43 in New York. Joined trade trip in a special rocket ship. I don't know why the kids song popped in my head. What song? 43 in Austin. My God, man, that's freezing. Well, look, I've got about 7 to 10 minutes left. I'm not going to go over an hour, I promise, and I wouldn't. Also, I got to feed Reggie. It's not fair to him to do that to him. But, those were some good stories. I really like that one. I really, really, really like that. The Dead Man's Brains. Right. Sounds like there's something on my freaking balcony. Oh, yeah. I set the alarm so that we open the windows, the alarm goes straight off and the police get called. So, yeah, but I'm not in Beverly Hills. I'm in the hills of Beverly. Of Beverly. Chihuahua named Frankie. How cute. Yeah, they've been really active tonight. That's just not normal. Um, what's this? Ooh, this looks interesting. Oh, here's a shorty. May I carry your basket? Sam Lewis spent an evening playing chess at a friend's house. It was midnight. It was about midnight when they finished their game. He started home. Outside it was icy cold and was as quiet as the grave. He came around a turn in the road and was surprised to see a woman walking ahead of him. She was carrying a basket covered with a white cloth. When he caught up to her, he looked to see who it was, but she was so huddled, so bundled up against the cold, it was hard to see her face. Good evening, Sam said. What's bringing you out this late? But she didn't answer. Then he said, May I carry your basket? She handed it to him. From under the cloth, a small voice said, That's very nice of you. And that was followed by wild laughter. Sam was so startled that he dropped the basket and out rolled a woman's head. He looked at the head, he stared at the woman. It's her head, he cried. It's her head, he cried. And he started to run, and the woman and her head began to chase him. Soon the head caught up to him. It bounded into the air and sunk its teeth into his left leg. Sam screamed with pain and ran faster, but the woman and her head stayed right behind him. Soon the head leaped into the air again and bit into his leg, and then they were gone. Ooh. Well, kitties. Oh, so really? What? Well, you happen to figure out which. Well, you have. Let's catch up to reading this. Let's see. Natalie says they like me reading to them. That was so cute. Let's see. Six in the East Coast. Jeanette said, "Like you reading." Well, thank you, Aunt Natalie. I appreciate that. What's the biggest? Oh, you're in Reno. Yeah, I said he's in Reno. What? God, sometimes you can just your timing so well. What Christmas tree? Are you kidding me? I don't have a Christmas tree. I don't have presents. What am I going to do with a Christmas tree? Will you happen to figure out which spirit it is? You let me know, because whoever it is does what it wants and doesn't listen to. Dana, in all seriousness, who's around you that's passed away that you can think of? When you walk into the room and you think who's the first person that pops into your head that's no longer alive? Dominic, why would I want to? Oh, that's great, Jeanette. You have 3 cats and 1 kitten. Wow. Good night, Audra. That's who the hell it is. Now, if you want to, Dana, if you really, 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 really are tired of the spirit that's there, just call it out and say, excuse me. The next time you walk into the room and you feel that presence saying, Ma, I appreciate you coming to visit me, but you can't keep tormenting and doing these little, stunts, these gags, these, what do I call them? Parlor tricks. And say, would you please stop with the parlor tricks and just leave me alone? I'm really not into it anymore. Is there something you want to communicate? And appeal to her and say, if there's something you want to tell me, please let me know. But doing this, you got my attention. All right, I got it. You got my mom. You got my attention. What do you want to tell me? She's obviously wants something to tell you. She wants to tell you something. Sorry about that. I'm being muzzled with, that's why. Call me up, Dana. You've got my number. Give me a call if you want to talk. But it's also midnight your time. You've got 3 kids to deal with and to take care of, and it's a freaking school night. So, Dana, isn't that what I just said? That your mom's trying to get your attention? She has something to tell you. You thank Christina, but you totally admit the fact that it's like, I feel like a woman. I said it 1,000 times, and he doesn't listen. And once he is on TV, then it's like, oh, now he doesn't realize I've been telling the same stuff for the past 10 freaking years. You know, men are thick to think. I swear to God, it's just amazing. God. Man, this year's only got 3 weeks left, like I said. Laguna Beach is probably about an hour away. Dana, call me unless you want me to call you. Dana, do you want me to call you? Get the hair out of my eyes. Yeah, I will. Sebring, stop it already. I know my hair. My hair, it's straight as an arrow. Yes, it is straight. Very straight. Sebring. Oh, you mean you want me to call you? All right. You're a fox. You got great legs. You're hot. You're smoking hot. Smoking! That's right. Jim Carrey's here to thank you. Oh God, it's 9:04. Look, I have to get off. I got to feed the dog. I also have to go down and update this transmission so that people know that this is part 2 since we got cut off. Happy holidays. I'm sure I'll be on in another couple of days or something. Oh, that's right. I have Scott on tape coming tomorrow night. I think. I'm pretty sure. Here, let me just double, triple check. You are buffering. (916). I'm not buffering now. 916-29-3. So that's a good thing. So no, I have not gotten the goddamn response back from Scott. Possibly tomorrow he will be coming here. That should be interesting. It'd be nice to see him actually visit again. It's been a while. I'm just taking a look at some shit. That's what I'm doing. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. So what? Yeah, next year I'd run. Yeah, no, you can obviously get in touch. You know. Of course, Mike. You know it. So, all right, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go feed the dog. I'm almost hungry myself. Are we back? Yes, Cindy, we've been on for the past 40 minutes now. 40? 38, 39 minutes now, yes. So in any event, everybody, show stealer. I was about to say something. Really? I always got to get in the last word. Well, I'm going to get in the last word before you do. I don't know why the hell I'm talking to a goddamn freaking bell, like I'm talking to a person. If you're using the bell, you're somewhere around here. You're not in the freaking bell, like you're not inside of a doll. So, in any event, as I was saying, you guys have a good evening, a good weekend. If I don't come on, I'll see you probably tomorrow night with Scott. I know he has a difficult time. He wants to do his show and stuff, and he wants the spirits to visit. I hope that this dead bell goes off as much tonight as it does when he's here tomorrow, so he feels like he's gotten his time's worth, because he wants to come here and do an investigation and have some ghost activity go on while he's visiting. You know. Hey, Cat, Domino. She's eating Sam's food. What do you expect? In any event, God damn this hair of mine. I'm off. You're on. I will see you later. I will see you tomorrow night here again on YouTube. Have a good one. Thank you again for watching as always. And subscribe to my channel and have your friends subscribe as well. Take care. Hasta la vista.